Good afternoon, guys. I'm Karthik. Today I'm going to give myself skin demo. Here in this demo, I'm going to create a sample Spring Boot application and run it. And after the creating and running, I'm going to push the code into the BitBucket using my source key. Here the BitBucket used as like a version control system. So let me start and discuss it. Okay. At first, we need to open this Spring initializer. It's a start.spring.io. Here, by using this we are going to create our sample Spring Boot application. Okay. At first, we need to select some fields here. So by selecting the fields uh, based on our requirement, the sample or the Spring Boot application was downloaded. Okay. After the downloading that Spring Boot application, we are going to import that application into our IDE, whether it may be a Spring Boot IDE or else Eclipse IDE or else some other one. Okay. For this one, I'm going to use the Eclipse IDE. Okay. Here we are going to select the Maven project language as in Java, and in the Spring Boot, it's nothing but a Spring Boot latest version. Here we are going to select the 3.3.3. It's the latest version. Here remaining are the versions, but it was not. I mean the standard versions. They that means there is having some changes they need to do in these versions. That way they are giving like here as snapshots into like that. Here the 3.3 is the standard version of Spring Boot version. Okay. Here the project metadata. In this area we need to fill a group. Here I am giving the group name as a demo 2, artifact as sample, and name is also as like the artifact. They can take by default by entering the artifact name. So we no need to enter the name here. And description, here we need to give any kind of description of our project, then we can give it, or else a no need. And the package name also it was selected by default. Here we selecting the packages jar package, and after that the it's a Java versions. Here the 17th is the Java version. I'm selecting 17th version. More than 17 also we can select it, but 17 is enough for me. That's why I'm selecting the Java version. Coming to the dependencies. In the dependencies, I'm going to develop a Spring web application, so that I'm added this Spring web dependencies. Let me show you how to add it. Just click on add dependencies and scroll down. We get the web. Here the web we are having Spring web. Click on it, then we can add this application to our project, and after that click on generate. After the click on generating, the sample Spring Boot application was downloaded, which is in the form of zip file. Okay, zip file. And after the downloading, uh, let's see here. Yeah, in the downloads I having the zip file which was previously downloaded by me. Okay. It's a zip file, it's a sample file I'm downloaded. After scroll down, we need to move this file into some other files. Like let me move it into folder D, into the demos folder. Yeah. After moving it, we need to extract it. After the extracting, the files was visible for us. So this was the extracted file. Click on it. In sample folder, they're showing this one. ICMVN dot setting src target folder class path git ignore file project file help maven pom.xml file. Okay, these are the files are existed in our sample folder. So at first, for running any kind of Spring Boot application, we need to import that file into our IDE. So here I'm importing it into my Eclipse IDE. For importing any kind of files, we need to click on this. So not this. Click on file, and after clicking it, they have showing two options like import and export. Okay, by click on import, we displaying some files here. Okay, not like that. The basically they are showing like this. Okay, we are install the Maven projects. That's why I click on the Maven projects and click on existing Maven projects and click on next. After click on next, we are going to give the path our file where was existing in our folder. Okay, we are giving this path. Okay, let me browse it. Let's see in the folder demos, select. Okay, here I'm already selected, I'm already added this file into my workspace. That's why it's not showing. Okay, they are showing the other one. So like this, we are going to add our select this and click on finish. After the finishing, the file was came into our workspace. Okay, and after getting it into our workspace, they're having some files like source main.java, like this all files are having. But let's see here, there is a package called com.demo2.sample.controller. The controller package was created by me. Okay, so for creating any kind of projects, let's click on it and click on new, go to the package and give some any kind of name for this package and click on finish. Then the package was created for us, and after that I need to create one Java class. That's why I click on it and click on new, and after that they are showing some options like Java project, main project, project package, class. Here the class, click on class, like same only we can give any kind of name for your class and click on finish, then our class will be created. See here, this was the package was created by me, and it's also the Java class created by me. Okay, uh, let me click on this sample.java application. Let's see here. Here we saw that one annotation like at Spring Boot application, which is nothing but a Spring Boot application. It is a sample application created by the Spring dot start dot Spring dot Spring initializer. Okay. By getting this, we can conclude that our Spring Boot application was correctly imported into the IDE. Okay. After getting this, we can know it. Okay. After that, uh, here is the, yeah, it was the it is a class. CNTL was a Java class. In this Java class, we are going to write our code. Okay. At first, initially they don't show like this, but okay. Here I already code it right here. Yeah, this was the simple Java code. Okay. For this, we need to uh, at first it looked like not like this, but initially they are going to visible like as. First they are show you the package, and after that they showing class like this. Yeah, that's enough. They simply show like this after you creating the Java package and after the creating the Java class. For this, we need to add some basic code to it and add some annotations for running it. So here I'm using a basic like let me take here only. Let me add this method. Okay, yeah, this will be the simple 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 program. for multiplication of two numbers. Okay, here we need to add some annotations like this, where the annotations are nothing but the string frameworks. Here the string annotations as work as like in a frameworks. We in Spring Boot application we don't need to code for everything. Just we can import the required frameworks from Spring Boot application by using the in the form of annotation. So like that only I'm going to import some kind of annotations into my project for running it. So for that, first I importing the, let's see here. Here is the REST controller. REST controller. At first I'm going to import this annotation. After typing the REST controller, by double clicking on it, we get one pop-up message like import REST controller. That means we need to import it into your project. They are asking. Okay. Yes, I need to import it. Just double click on it. Then the one package was imported. Let's see here the import line was formed after the click on it. Okay. Okay. Here is the method. For method, I'm going to get mapping. Uh, yeah. After the typing these annotations, the Spring Boot was asking me, do you want to import this get mapping framework into your project? Yes, we need to import it. That's why I'm clicking it. Yeah, it was imported. And get mapping is basically used for mapping purpose. Whenever we are running this application in our local machine or else somewhere else, we need to just provide an API. Based on that API, we are going to uh, get the outputs for this project. Okay, let me add it like multi. Okay, same as here the param request. Param request are nothing but the request parameters. Request parameters. Yes, we need to. The Springboard is asking that we need to import this request parameter into your project. Yes, we need to import it. Yeah. After this was our sample Java project. Yeah. Yeah. This is our sample Java project. Okay. We have saved it. After this, we need to run this simple Java Spring Boot application. For running any kind of Spring Boot application, at first we need to clean it, and after cleaning only we need to run the Spring Boot Java application. Or else, if they uh, if you don't clean the if you don't clean this Spring Boot application, if you made any kind of changes previously that was not saved into the file and may it causes some kind of errors also by directly running it. So that uh, for for running any kind of Spring Boot application, before running we should want to clean the application. It is the mandatory. Okay, let's click on form.xml. Okay, run as. Click here, run as. Let's see. Here they are showing event build, event clean, generate source, install, test, verify. Like this. These are the nothing but Maven commands. Okay, Maven commands. Here I need to clean the Spring Boot application. Okay, this was the basic thing, and here we can type our commands. Based on commands they are going to perform that one. Okay, at first I need to clean it, and after the cleaning I need to run this application. That's why I'm using the Spring Boot Spring hyphen boot colon run. Okay, run it. They are going to show the if there are any kind of errors we may get or something, it's okay or not in the console tab. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, yeah, build failure. Okay. Uh, for running this application, we got failure. The application was not run successfully. Because why? Yeah, see here. This application failed to start. That means our application was failed to start. The reason was here we saw the description. In the description they are mentioned this error. Web server failed to start port 8082 was already in use. That means the port 80882 was already in use. Actually the Tomcat server initially was start in the port of 8080. It's a by default port. But whenever we are running another Spring Boot application on that port, then we get this kind of errors. Just previously, I run one Spring Boot application on the port of 8080. That why I changed the port number, and after that also I use this port also. That's why I'm getting this kind of error. So the solution for this error is we need to change the port number. So for changing the port numbers, let's go to here source test file. Sorry, source main resources file. In source main resources file, you're having one folder like one file like application properties. Click on it. This is nothing but a look like this. Okay. So here I need to change the port number. Okay. For that, I need to enter one command to telling that Spring Boot that I need to run my Spring Boot application on a particular port. So can you please run it like that only? So let me enter it. So server dot port equal to 8083. Okay, let me be run this application in the port of 8083. Okay, let's click on it. Okay, and again we are going to run it. In previously I said that before running any kind of Spring Boot application we must and should clean that, and after cleaning only we are going to perform the run application. So like that I'm typing clean Spring Boot Spring hyphen boot colon run. Okay, just simply run it. In initially, you may see that the Tomcat was initialized in the port of 8082. And whenever I'm changing the port number, in the result I get some description like the Tomcat server was started in the port of 8083. Whenever we get that kind of message, we define we conclude that our server was started in the port of 8083. Okay, that means our application was running, was start to run. Okay, yeah, see here I'm said that Tomcat started on port 8083. That means the present our server was this application was running on the port number of 8083. Okay, here the application was run successfully. Okay, but how can we how can we check it if the application was running properly or not? Whether that means where we need to provide any inputs and where we need to see the output, like that kind of questions may be arise. Further, we are going to test this application with the help of Postman API. Okay, here we saw that we see that here we I am giving that these annotations. These annotations was used for generating an API. Okay, with the help of this, here the get mapping. That means in the Postman API we are going to select the get verb or get method to giving inputs and taking the output from here. Okay, let me go to the Postman and erase it. Okay, let me type here API https colon double slash local host. That means here we are going to run this application on our local machine. That's why you are using this local host. or else if you're running this application with in any kind of other missions like in AWS or any cloud services like that, then we no need to give this local host port number. Instead of this, we need to give that AWS ID. Okay, that means the after creating the instance in AWS, they are giving one IP address like that. So we are going to give this IP address for in this postman. Then it may be it will going to run. Okay, okay. And let me run it once. Okay, localhost whatever port number 8083. Okay, slash. Okay, on which factors we are going to test git mapping by clicking on multi. Yes, multi question mark. uh, Here is the multi is nothing but the for used for the mapping purpose, and question mark is used as a separator, and here we are going to pass the parameters. Okay, here the n1 and n2 are the parameters of my java code. Okay, let's see here, request param n1 and n2 like that. N1 equal to 2 and ampersand, and n2 equal to 6. Okay, after entering these parameters in this link, we saw that in below they are going to get the keys and values. Okay, in the key they are taking the parameters as a key values. In the values, whether I am entering these values, they are taken as the values as a values. Okay, by clicking on send, let's see what will happen. Localhost error not found. Okay, that means we get an error here. Get info could not send request. Okay, let me what is error in it. Let me open my Chrome and enter here http slash localhost 8083. Yes. Here we get the error page. That means our server was running, but they don't give a proper output. Okay, just close it. Yeah, open it. Here it's not an easy code. It's a colon. Just run it. Okay, no problem. If you get any kind of these errors, just copy this code and open your chat GPT and paste it here. Click on send. By default, they are going to generate a API for you. Okay, no need to worry about this. Here they are going to explain as API endpoint where multi is the endpoint HTTP method. Here going to use the get method as an HTTP. Okay, simply copy it and into Postman. Simply paste it. We need to change this port number 8083. Click on send. Yes, we are done with this. Let's see. After giving an API here, we are passing the values here 5 and 10. Okay, that output what displayed in the postman. Let's check it in our Spring Boot. Okay. The values of N1 and N2 is 5 times. The multiplication of N1 and N2 is 50. Yes. Let me change the values. Here I enter 2, enter 6. Let's click on send 12. Yes, we are getting outputs. So by like this, we are going to run our sample Spring Boot application in Eclipse IDE. Okay, and for running it, okay, whenever we are going to close this application, the server was also closed. For that, I need to run. That is not a proper developer thing. That means whenever they stopped, server was stopped and everything was discontinuous, was not right thing for a developer. For this, we need to run our code continuously. That means run our service continuously. For that, we need to go to the Maven dependencies. Here, here we saw, here we see it. Okay, we are having a lot of dependencies and something else. For that, we need to add this dependencies into here. For this, we need to visit the Maven repository. In the Maven repository, we are with the help of that, we are going to add it. Okay. And now the thing is, we need to push this file into our BitBucket. Okay. Our second task. Let's open BitBucket. But yeah, here the BitBucket was nothing but a version control system. Here we used BitBucket as a Git repository where our code was available in cloud. Okay, for this, this is the BitBucket interface where when we are get login. For for creating a account, we need a mail ID and password. So by this we can log into our BitBucket account. Okay, here at first we need to create a new project. So for that, click on projects. Here you need to create one new project. So for that, create project sample sample demo. Okay. For this we need to give a key value. Let me give a sd2 sample demo to sd2. Here we are going to give a sample description about our application and something else. Because whenever some other person was trying to saw our project or saw our repository, based on the description also they are going to provide this kind of project or repositories may use for it like that. So by providing a clear description, the other people can access our project and see our project. But whenever but coming to the IT industry, we must and should make our project in private mode only because some issues with client side. That's why we are make our project in a as a private. It's only compulsory thing. Okay, if they don't have any kind of issues with clients, then we can make it as a public. Okay, let me give in description as sample sample Spring Boot application. Okay, okay, let me create it. After creating a project, we need to create a repository. Okay, see here. After creating project, I get into this page, like repositories page. Here they are having add repositories and create repository. Okay, let me create one repository. Click on it. Okay, here we need to add the repository name, sample sample demo repo. Okay, here the sample demo repo is my repository name, including it's a private repository only. When we are creating a private project, then the inside a project, the repository also in private mode. Okay, no need to select it. Okay, but click on as leave it as a default values. Create repository. Because after creating it, we entered into our repository. In the repository, we having two for getting it and feedback. But we are creating project and repository, but we did not push the files where we didn't push the Spring Boot application files into our bucket. So for that, we need to create branches. Here the branches are maybe used uh, for developing purpose. Okay, let's see here the main files are treated as a main branch or a master branch. Okay, and after the master branch, we are going to spread it like an integration branch after the integration branch, and we are going to spread it like a feature branch. And whatever the changes we are going to make, that must be done in the feature branch only. Okay, after doing any kind of changes in feature branch, then we are going to merge the feature branch into integration branch. After the merging of integration branch into and after that we are going to merging this integration branch into main branch. Okay, here let me say an example. When let there is a scientist, they're doing some kind of research on something, let it be in a rock. They are going to make a research on rock, but they didn't use the whole rock for they didn't use the whole rock for at a time. Okay, at first they need to use the slices of the rock and some make it as some parts, and they are spread the parts, and they are going to test. They're going to make the different kind of test on the each part of the rock. By the testing, they are going to find whether what kind of it and what are the details of the rock, how old it is, and like everything was available with the pieces only. So like that, we are also making same thing here. At first, we are going to import the original files into our main branch, and after the main branch, we are separating into the integration branch. After the integration branch, we are going to separate it as feature branch. So in future branch, we are going to make any kind of changes. Okay, let me create a branch. Create branch, click on it. Here we need to select the other branch, others type others. For integration, there is no type. So like that only, we need to create a other. From main branch only, we are going to create. Let's type on integration. Yeah, it is integration. Let's click on create it. After click on it, we are having two branches with me. One is main branch and another one is an integration branch. Okay, yeah, this was an integration branch. Again, I am going to click another branch, integration branch. Here we need to click on feature branch. Okay, and new the branch feature 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 p1. Okay, feature p1 is our feature branch. click on it. Yeah, the feature branch was created from the integration branch. Okay, let me click on source, click on branches. Here active branches, click on all branches. Let's see. Here initially we having one main branch only, but after creating integration and feature branch, we having total three branches. Okay. Now we are creating a project and a repository and create a branches also. But how can we import the files into this BitBucket? That is the task right now. For that thing, we need to done with a third party app, which is nothing source script. Let me show. Click on feature branch. Yeah, here in the downside, they're showing checkout in source tree. Okay, checkout in source tree. Okay, let me click in checkout in source tree, open source tree. Well, the source tree, in the source tree, whenever we are going to make any kind of changes in our files or folders, like that source tree will uh, tell us what kind of changes was done, how many commits are done, and what is the status. Everything was here only. For this, we can use the Git also, but here we are using this one. Let me close it. Source tree. Okay. Then click it once again because previously I did this. Okay. Going to source. File. Click on this sample file. Here is the repository. Click on repositories and go to branches. Select all branches. Click on features. Source tree. Yes. Opening it in a source tree. Yes. Yes. For this we need to clone it. Okay. Yeah. Check out this. Here we are cloning it. Okay. Here is the destination path. Okay. Clone. Yeah. Let's see. Here it is an empty folder right now. Okay. It is an empty. To make to import the files into this, at first we need to go to file manager. Okay. Let us find out the path where it was created. feature sample demo repo. Searching. After we get this repo file, here the source tree was created a duplicate or a dummy folder for making any kind of changes. So that for that we need to add our original copy this original files into this repository, and after moving here the files was present in source tree, and initially we made any kind of changes. The source tree will tell us with a detailed description what by providing by us. Based on the description we can find that what are the changes was done and what so on. So it's like almost I'm going to select all files. Okay, yeah, here is our file. Just move it into the git, right? Git, right? There it is, and move it into the demos folder. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Here is a sample demo.repo. Okay, here it having gitignore and readme file. You just paste the previous files here. Yes. Okay. Here the file was. Okay. Let's check it in source tree. No. Let's see. That number. Okay. Okay. Next year the 9 files was came into this one because the previous error was got because the destination of the file was not changed. That's why we face this kind of issue. So whenever we are going to make this kind of steps, we need to check the destination path must and carefully. Previously, where the repository was created, that is the main and destination path for the folder. Okay. Okay. After this, I need to make some commits. Commit is nothing but here we are providing some kind of information what kind of changes we have made. So by like this, the other person can understand. Okay, this was changed. Okay, like that. Okay. Actually, I'm making first. I communicate uh, string application with sample code. Okay. Here, here is still. Let me discuss it. Whenever we are working on some particular file, we need to click on this plus item, then it will go to the stage, or here we make these changes and or else we need to make changes on this file so that we are going to move it on stage file. Then only the commit was saved. That means the whatever changes we have made that was saved. Okay. Okay. For moving all one, we for moving up one without clicking this plus symbol, we then click on stage up. That means each and every file will move to the usage here. This was a message, commit message. I click on commit. Here the git in this git add and git commit or the local mission was done by the local mission where git push was done in the cloud. Whatever changes we made in our file by adding git add git commit, that may be changes in local folder only. Whenever push that file into the cloud, then whenever changes we are going to make, it will be change in cloud also. Let me push it. Yes, push here. It takes sometimes. After pushing it, the whole files are going to display in our BitBucket. Okay. They are displaying message like commit message, author name and date, and committer and initial commit. That means the first commit. Okay. Let me take it in source. Okay. Commits. Let's see here. It was the initial commit committed by me, author, or in branches, feature branch. Loading the commits where in the red color was the previous one, green color was the modified one. By like this, we are going to check what are we are the previous person was changed and what are not. Okay, so like this, we are by this by following this process, we can create a Spring Boot application and push the files into a big bucket. So, thank you.